We got someone who's not going to make it. Diddy denied bail. Judge cites history of violence. Diddy denied bail, but it looks like he ultimately won by beating the Rico. We got video of them arriving at court and a couple other things. Let's go ahead and play that, and then we'll keep talking here.
Oh, there go Quincy right there.
Oh, that's the lawyer.
Once court was adjourned, family members cheered today's verdict. Combs' son, Christian, telling ABC News how happy he is.
Hey, yo, we love y'all. We love everybody watching. So happy. Pop's coming home. God bless. God bless the whole world.
What was going through your head when the verdict was read?
Today's a great victory. It's a great victory for Sean Combs.
Stu could get anybody
It's a great
free.
victory for the jury system. You saw that the Southern District of New York prosecutors came at him with all that they had. They're not stopping, but one thing stands between all of us and a prison, and that is a jury of 12 citizens. And we had a wonderful jury. They listened to every word, and they got the situation right, or certainly right enough. They acquitted him of the sex trafficking, which he was absolutely innocent of. They acquitted him of the racketeering conspiracy that he was absolutely innocent of, and all of the components to it. The kidnapping, he was innocent of that. The arson, he was innocent of that. The obstructing justice, he was innocent of that. And that is no longer just me saying that. That is the verdict of our jury. So today's a great day. Today is a win. Today is a victory of all victories for Sean Combs and our legal team. And I want to say one thing. There are very few people around whom a legal team could coalesce and become one. And Sean Combs is that person, and we are all blessed to be part of it. And I am now done speaking to you, and I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Garagos.
As one of the actual minor victims to Sean Combs' physical assault,
this is the chef
while
that
I
also
was
has a lawsuit
employed by
against
him.
Diddy.
As someone who was a witness to the abuse towards Cassandra Ventura Fine during my time of working for Sean Combs, I would just like to say that this is a grave miscarriage of justice. And I would like to also address that last year on March 20th, I was contacted by the federal government. They showed up at my door with badges. I refused to speak to them because I was...
How are you guys feeling?
How are you feeling? Is this disappointing?
Best friend.
Hold that up for me and kind of explain.
Hesse's lawyer and stylist wrote letters asking the judge to deny Diddy's bail. Mr. Combs is likely to pose a danger to the victims who testified in this case, including herself. I feel like Diddy's going to be on a revenge tour if he is given bail. I mean, I feel like he has enough charges that he would be under house arrest, under ankle monitor, 24/7 monitoring. So I don't know if he'd really be any danger if he was confined to house arrest. I don't know if they maybe feel like him being free that he could still orchestrate stuff, but I feel like he could do the same thing in jail.
What? This is a slap in front. This is a slap to the victims. I mean, this is exactly why people don't come forward and they go civil. But you're damn if you do, you're damn if you don't. Because if you go civil, they call you a whore. And if you go to you take it to the police office, and then they end up getting off, and they end up taking it to court. Not all your information's out there, and you look like a whore. So it's a lose-lose situation. This is just horrible. I mean, Diddy's a monster. He's a villain. You seen the video what he did. It's just nasty work, especially in today's society. I would think that, you know, people learning about health, learning about consent, that people would realize that no means no. I thought we passed that part. No means no. I thought we was past that, but I guess not.
Not according to Diddy. I mean, I did want him to get 100 years, but after us covering the case week by week, day by day, it just seems like that their case was so trash, and the witness testimony, like the witnesses were idiots.
True.
And they just made everything just look so stupid, so unbelievable. They literally asked one girl, are you doing this for money? And she was like, no. And they're like, well, what are you doing it for? And she goes, compensation. And it's like, what are you talking about? And it was just like all the eyewitness accounts and then the videos. And it was crazy because you think that videoing everything would be bad, but honestly, if they didn't have the Diddy videos, he may have got a couple more of those charges. I think the videos actually did more to help him than hurt him in the case by showing how everything was consensual.
Oh yeah,
and,
true that.
That it wasn't like some like crazy thing where he's like, you know, holding people in a dungeon and you know, taking it to that level. It just seems like he was doing like, you know, weird stuff that like billionaires do.
True.
You know, you look at the Roman times, you know, the Greek emperors and all that stuff. They were, you know, they would definitely be #1 people in the Diddyverse.
True.
So it's just, you know, I don't know. What do you think is going to happen?
I mean, that's true. What you said does definitely make sense because it is a juror that's going around doing interviews, basically saying exactly what you're saying. Like a lot of the Feds show the video. You see Cassie doing stuff, but it's really not like no ground and pound UFC type stuff going on. Like she ain't like begging for her life. It's like some real softcore stuff. A lot of baby oil. And then they said when like the Diddy team showed it, it was like Cassie just sitting there chilling, waiting, you know, doing her own little thing. So like they made it seem like real relaxed. And then on the simple fact of like people nowadays, people need more information. Like you can't just say like, oh yeah, this is a RICO. If they blow up somebody's car and do one more thing, like they automatically guilty. It's like, nah, people want more information. Like to me, like a RICO was like a mob boss, like something gotta be happening. Like
you're running a criminal organization.
Exactly. Like
not just being freaky.
Exactly. You know, and as trafficking, like somebody gotta be getting paid. Like you're not supposed to be the ones doing the paying. Like they have to be paying you. So I mean, the simple fact that that didn't happen, and then like the people that Diddy did this stuff with wasn't on the court. Like I mean, I feel like to answer your question, this is gonna give people the alibi to mess with Diddy. They'll be like, well, they'll do the whole the whole blind eye thing. Like they'll be like, well, he only got charged with basically transporting S workers. Like people do that on a normal day-to-day basis. That's just nothing. That's like slap
on the wrist type of charge.
No, not a slap on the wrist type of charge. That's like dating culture nowadays. Like people like
flying out.
Yeah, flying out culture.
Like, technically, a lot of celebrities and famous people or just rich people in general. They find people on Instagram and fly them out, and technically, that would be what, you know, he's getting charged with. I think the thing that really did hurt the case was really like almost like the Cosby effect. Like, yeah, you could tell this person was definitely a creep and did some things that a lot of people would say would be morally wrong. But then when you look at some of the behavior, it's like, yeah, like it showed that you actually reached out to him, you know, 12 out of the last 50 times that you were initiating contact. And actually the last 7 times, it was all you reaching out to him, trying to get him to respond. So it was like he harassing you, or you trying to like be involved in what he has going on. And like, well, I knew him and I was trying to advance my career. So of course I would hit him up all the time, but it doesn't mean I was okay with the other stuff. And it's like, I don't know. That's a little bit suspect. Like,
True.
You know, you gotta. It's like with all the victims, like in this case, it's like you almost gotta question, you know, what they're really doing it for, or you know, like that one girl literally said, I'm doing it for compensation, not the money, just compensation.
Just I mean, it don't make no sense. But I mean, right now you see the judge already denied the bail. Diddy's team tried to ask for a rush sentencing. They wanted the sentencing to happen in September. It looks like his judge's like, nah, we're gonna do this in October. So he gonna have to wait at least 2-3 more weeks later, and then he gonna get out in October, which is still good. Which is before Thanksgiving, because I really feel like he's only gonna get sentenced to like at least 3.5, I say 4 years. He's already he almost did a year. You gotta do 85% of the time. I'm pretty sure they're gonna give him that. Then on top of that, you get the halfway house time also. So I don't really feel like he's gonna be in jail that long. He's gonna be in jail for at least another year and a half, and then after that goes to the halfway house, and that's basically out.
So if you were betting like on the apps, are you taking the over or under on 10 years? Is he getting over or under? Not what he actually does. Or is he getting over or under sentenced on 10 years?
He can't get more than 10 years because he is 20 because each one's 10, but no judge really gives you no judge stacks it like that. They really make, since it's the same crime, they really make it. They don't, because they make it run. They could if they don't like you.
So what do you think? Do you think he's getting like 5 years, 8 years, 10 years?
I say 5. I mean, they say his team, the feds is asking for 51 to 63 months, but Diddy team's asking for 24 to 27 months. So I mean, the feds not even asking for more than 5 years. So I mean, and the judge gonna try to find somewhere in between that.
That'd be crazy if it's like 8 months or like a year or a year and a half, and he's able to get out.
He's already did a year, so a year and a half. That's 2.5 years, but that's really like 85%. That's probably like 3 years. That's 3 years right there.
Yeah.
And then on top of you get the halfway house. How long people are usually in halfway house for?
I don't know. I'm not we're not experts.
But I mean, you see when they're in the halfway house, when you can go out. That's when you get a job. You can walk around the streets and everything. You have to be home.
I don't know what they do that with celebrities, if they let them do
exactly,
or if they just like do house arrest instead of. Because I don't know if they would really need a halfway house. They'd probably do like house arrest.
True, because why would you make a billionaire stay in the half? Imagine the billionaire Diddy in the halfway house. Like, you got to shut the halfway house down.
He's gonna be trapping out that halfway.
Exactly,
house.
You got to put.
That's what I'm saying. He would probably do house arrest.
Just do house arrest. And I mean, and talk about you gave Young Thug. Young Thug got sentenced to like 20 years.
Yeah,
he got like 15 on paper.
What if he gets like one year and then he gets house arrest for 6 months?
I'd take it.
And then he's on probation for like 5 years.
It's a good enough win. I mean, hey, Cassie already got like 20 to 30 million. I mean, the other girl's getting her rent. She's still getting a 10K rent paid. I mean, everybody's winning. Young Miami about to get her boo back.
Y'all heard it here, inmates. There's not much time left. So if you're gonna murk this man, get to murking.
Listen here, man. Listen, all you had to know is a Frico is not a Rico, and I stand by that.
He was a part of the Frico.